Yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Zai. You already know what time it is. You know, I had other videos that I planned on putting out, but I decided to put them on the back burner just for like a couple of days, because this particular one I wanted to talk about. And it's funny because, you know, I seen the homie FKM talk about it. And before I even get into that, man, understand this, like when it comes to like this whole music thing, because I know there's a lot of people that seem to be infatuated with the whole, you know, age and music, and that some people shouldn't be able to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, if I don't really need to tell my vision, but my whole shit is to get to a point to where I'm not even on stage, which when you're my age, you have a shelf life. So it's not even to continue rocking the stage, just to get to a certain point to where that whole FMO and everybody that falls under FMO is at that one status, to where it goes into a whole managing thing. And that's basically what it comes down to. I'm trying to make boss moves, not just be some dude trying to live his fantasy through music. I've already, everything I said in my rap, I already did and I've done, you know what I mean? And it can be proven, but that's besides the point, man. You don't have to necessarily understand my vision, just know that it is going somewhere. And for the people that weren't able to make it to the whole Zaz Vendetta last time, I will be doing another one, which will be Zaz Vendetta 2. It's probably gonna happen October 22nd, depending on the way this COVID shit is going. But you know, we're gonna get it done. It's about making big moves. And you know, like I said, for the people that come on my channel and continue to do this, understand that's just barking. And I could say it a million times, you ain't busted not one move. So, you know, with that being said, anyways, man, what I really wanted to get into, like I said, you can tell by the title, and this is no disrespect to anybody, because at the end of the day, it's not really on me to be disrespectful towards anybody, because this whole thing, which is, you know, the fact that Wack 100 did, you know, he did the interview with 6ix9ine, you know, and a lot of people feel some way about it. Now I can understand this. If it was like one of those things where it was like, you know, maybe the Crips and the Bloods, but more so the Bloods were on here hot about the simple fact that Wack did what he did, like I could really understand that, because he falls up under their constitution. There's a lot of, you know, homies that you know are up in arms, and I get it, the whole thing with Nipsey. So, you know, they fall up under that category, like, hey, I like this guy, so, you know, I'm siding with him. And it's understandable to a certain extent. I said in my prior video that, you know, we don't inherit other people's beef. Whatever's going on between them is what goes on between them. But people, like I said, you know, they like to feel some type of way about it. It's windy as hell. But the whole thing is, it's not really our business. Like, what's it? If you put it out there on social media, of course, you know, people are going to comment on it, as far as like, look at, I'm on here talking about it on my video. And understand, it's not about clout chasing, but it is to get the views. I don't really care what Wack does. At the end of the day, Wack is his own man. Wack is from 2Ps. Like, I have relatives from Pacoima Pyro, but I'm not from Pacoima Pyro, I'm from Sunland Park. And most of the people that are upset at this dude are not even Bloods and Crips. Don't get me wrong, there's some people that you know, they want to put it out there like, hey, this dude should never speak up on street shit. And I understand that, because anybody that would sit down with a PC should never be able to speak up on street shit ever again in their life. But that's not on me to, you know, really sit here and make that a thing. That's, you know, on his homeboys and the Bloods and Crips that do that. But to be honest, you're never gonna see Wack kicking in Pacoima. And if he's there, he's in and he's out. He's not going to handsome down. He's not kicking around these youngsters, because at the end of the day, regardless of his status, he can never really trust them. 2Ps, as far as I know them, are grimy, you know what I mean? And things like that don't necessarily go unnoticed. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to put out their business. I'm just saying that he can't go kicking in Pacoima like that. And if it is, like, he'll be out of there, you know what I mean? As far as like, he won't be able to kick it like that. But Wack is a businessman, and the thing that he understands is that, you know, views and controversy sells. How should I say? The whole reason that I made this video is just to point out the fact that it's not really too many people's business. You know what I mean? It's not really our business. It's not on us to correct Wack. It's not on us to do anything. just don't deal with him. That's how I say. Like, if you see Wack on the street, this is the whole reason I say this, is because all the dudes that's on the internet right now, oh, F this fool Wack, this and that, he don't speak up on street shit, but when they see Wack in the street, they don't run up on Wack. You see what out here, when the white dudes ran up on him, he banged them fools up so good and was busting shit. So not too many fools that's on the internet wolfing them to actually run up. Now, don't get me wrong, there gonna be some keyways that'll try to get at him, but there's politics involved in it. Like I said, if he go to his hood and he's dealing with certain of his homies, he might not be safe, you know what I mean? But that's how the game goes, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. And a lot of times with this whole social media, people lose track. You know, they lose what they used to have. When fame comes into play and getting that extra little piece of revenue, people tend to lose themselves. But Wack don't care, because at the end of the day, he stays up here somewhere in Lancaster, Palmdale, and he already told you exactly, his shit is like a compound. He see you before you even get to the door. So he's not really worried about no type of, you know, repercussions for what he does. Now, me personally, I don't have nothing against Wack. I would just never kick it with him. I would never indulge him. If I see him on the street, I'd be like, what's up, and going about my business. It wouldn't be no, hey, can we hang out, can we do business? Because that's a line that you don't cross. Even I, being at my age, know that you don't interview no dude in protected custody. You don't introduce no dude that's a PC. You don't introduce no dude that's no snitch. And what makes it worse, and this is why I understand that there's a lot of bloods that's up in arms, is because dude he interviewed a dude that snitched on a gang of bloods. Now there's some other fools, like, you know, and I say all that to say this, because even before I've ran into cats that like, oh well, that's my home, but he didn't snitch on the hood. Well, I separate myself from them cats right off the back. Like, hold on, since he didn't snitch on he didn't snitch on this and he didn't snitch on that, he's good. But he snitched on this keyway, so he snitched on this Damu, and he's a keyway. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, when you start hearing things on that of that nature, you tend to slide back. And that's all I'm gonna say really on Wack 100. Is Wack is doing exactly what he's been pretty much letting everybody else in the industry know. He's gonna do whatever he has to do to get the bag, and don't really care about what the concept. Even when he's talked about Nipsey Hussle, you know, that's that, and for it to be so recent, I mean, not now, but when he spoke on it, it was still like a deep wound, you know what I mean? And for him to speak on it with blatant disregard of anything, that just tells you exactly right there that dude ain't really giving a fuck. And these are the type of dudes that, you know, they're gonna continue walking around speaking reckless because nothing happens. All I'm gonna say is this, man. For the people that are homies, you know what I mean, or you this and you that, you ain't a Kiwi or a Damu, you shouldn't really care about what's going on. To be honest, if it don't directly affect you, it don't even matter. Like I said, Wack is a blood. You know, if you're a Southerner and you're all up in arms at the fact that he interviewed before, it's like, and see, and this is the thing, some people now be like, okay, you know, he's Mexicano, but like, dog, before you were like, oh, well, he's Puerto Rican, so that fool's with them, that he ain't this, he ain't raza, he ain't this. Now it's like, you know, people will say what they want because they want to garnish that attention. It's like, I don't put 6ix9ine's face on my stories no more because a gang of people be up in arms about it. Not that I really care about what people think. It just, I don't need to utilize that dude's face on my thing in order for people to view me. For people that know me, I talk about what I want, and if it don't get views, it don't get views. I just make another video and maybe that one does good. It's a hit and miss. Sometimes it's hit and then a miss. But that's this whole YouTube shit. Now people, you know, do certain things in order to get that type of attention, and that's exactly what Wack's doing. Like he just proving a point that all that hood shit and having certain morals and having and thinking of things in a certain way is no longer relevant. It's all about the money. It just what it is. It's like nowadays with social media, a lot of gangsters, including myself, are on here, but some have went so into it that they forget that we got certain rules to this shit, and one of them is not dealing with snitches, not dealing with PC, not dealing with nothing that could be considered anything trash. That's rapists, molesters every day. We don't deal with them. But like I said, social media will make an ass out of a lot of people, and there's a lot of people on social media that don't care. It's like, why should they care? Ask yourself that, why should they care? If a person could make $1 million, never have to see you in your hood again, don't gotta worry about you doing anything. It's like, I mean, what do they gotta fear? Dude, you got dudes playing you close in the market where knowing they run up on gangsters and do stupid, weird stuff that, you know what I mean, and nothing happens because a lot of fools ain't gonna do nothing. Dudes ain't gonna see Wack and do nothing. How long has Wack been running around? Not absolutely one thing. And maybe, like, you know, you got that one dude that was I think Nipsey's bodyguard, smash it, bang, you know what I mean, like, or knock him, you know, whatever. Even if he just got off on him, he got off on him. Ain't nobody doing nothing to Wack. That's all I'm gonna say, man. If you banging Southerner, you shouldn't take it personal, dog. That's blood's business. You know what I mean? That's their business. A lot of people rolling up right now, but yeah, just don't take it personal, dog. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna trip on it. And before I even end it, I'm gonna say exactly what the FKM said. He said a lot of these fools are up in arms about the fact that Wack did this, be getting interviewed by dudes that interview PCs or dealing with fools that interview PCs. It's like I said in one video, I didn't get to put it out. I had a dude on here that's my amiga, you know what I mean? And this dude, now I see him up north shaking hands with dropouts and all types of stuff. It's like, dude, you ain't no Southerner, like, straight out. They're pulling cars like left and right. Like, you cannot be no Southern. I don't care if you ain't active no more, and I'm not talking about you a dropout, but you just ain't participating in nothing no more. You don't care about it. You still don't do certain things. With that being said, I'm your boy Zod, and I'm gonna give you the real. Nobody gonna do shit to Wack. I don't respect what he did, but I don't care because he's not my homeboy. You know what I mean? He's his own man, and like I said, it's all about fame, and you know, I mean, come on, dude, the dude is knocking fools out, and I mean, he don't care about what nobody say. With that being said, man, I'm your boy Zod. Follow my new channel, FMOENT. I'm telling you, I'll be in the studio this week, and like I said, it ain't about age, dog. It's just getting to a certain point, but people seem to be vibing off of it. Yeah, FMOENT. Go catch me and Risky. Well, FMO Risky Rich, the homie from Little Mobsters, and a few other homies that's gonna be on there really trying to, you know, create a new wave and shit. Well, not a new wave because everything's been done, but just a lane, you know what I mean? And with that being said, man, I got another video right after this. I'm out.
Kneel before Zod!